There's a new gym opening in Winnipeg, and it's called Sage Movement. It's entirely dedicated to parkour. So the grand opening is planned for the end of May at 149 Baets Street in Winnipeg. And registration for their parkour training courses opens this Monday. Tom Selby is here along with Christy Stronglove. They are the co-founders of Sage Movement.
Why are we chosen ones to do this?
Well, I feel that Tom and I are pretty much the eldest ones in the city that continued showing up, continued talking. And, you know, I think that in a way we kind of owe the community a space like this.
So I've been involved in the parkour community for 20 years now. Over that time, I've been involved with various gyms, teaching people. At this own point in my own life, where I'm at, I felt it was, in a way, my responsibility to give this back to the community.
We are always so passionate about parkour when we show up, even to have this come to fruition. I think that we're going to have a huge effect on the city.
When you're training, you're opening a gym, people are gonna come and they're gonna train. What is that gonna look like? Parkour is something that I feel like came in and kind of disappeared for a bit, and then is it coming back? Is that kind of, you're both nodding?
So if Christy and I didn't pursue this, I think the parkour community would have stayed kind of in its current state, which is not very popular. It's not something a lot of people have chosen to really take on as their sport. It's more something people just do briefly, I think for a little bit of fun. The community here, I think, would never have, or wouldn't be able to get to that point of, taking this on as a lifestyle, really, right? Or being able to push onto a world stage for competitions or videos. And there's so much potential here in the city that I think without this space, Winnipeg would just miss out on that.
The soul of Winnipeg Parkour is in the jams, and then it's all the community getting together and going to a spot and really hitting those marks and checking out the places, and if someone did some kind of move, how we can all incorporate that. But when that's gone in the winter, it makes connection really a struggle, to tell you the truth. We're having our first invite-only jam. As you can see, the guys are throwing down pretty hard. Some stuff that we never imagined are happening. We got Jesse right here, Cohen up there, Eddie over there, Ahmed throwing down, Nino, and of course Tom at the back. Yeah, so this is a stress test for the equipment, see if it can handle it, and it can handle it.
Having everyone here testing things out is kind of surreal, actually. It's wild that it's gotten to this point that we can actually, do parkour in here. And it's super cool to have so many people, the different parkour generations in here. people that have been doing this for like 2 decades, like Ahmed over there. We have Nino, he's been a long time WPK member. Christy, of course, Christy. Cohen as well, like younger guy. Same with Jesse, Eddie. All relatively newer, but probably like a decade of experience there each. It's wild to see these people at such a high level of training, hitting these obstacles for the first time and already doing things like I kind of expected that I wouldn't even be able to imagine doing, and they're doing them. It's fantastic.
Wow, to be in an indoor space, it's still cold outside, still snow and gravel all over the ground. I'm sure a lot of places aren't cleaned up. But to have our first jam inside, man, I just get this like rush right through me and seeing everyone where they're at. It's amazing. That's an extra special feature that we're gonna have for our equipment here, is that we're having a finish that's gonna have a bit of grip. So instead of like having a painted cover, it's gonna be a little bit grippy. So sometimes paint, through my experience, does have a little bit of adjustment for when you land. So this is gonna be something that you're gonna be really tacky, really grippy, and it doesn't matter which shoes you're wearing. Maybe bare feet is gonna like chew them up a bit, but yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. And this beauty, this is the IMAX wall. So Tom and I had a tough time finding the perfect swatch for the blue. So this is an iconic structure in London at the IMAX Theatre, and you can see all the pros throw down. And this is a duplicate of it. Now we just put some vaults in between just to have a little bit more fun instead of just 2 big walls sticking out of nowhere.
This blue on the IMAX, I think, turned out really well. We looked at a few different samples, tried them out, and then settled on one that we felt was the truest we could find to the iconic spot. So I think this worked out really well, and as you can see, it's already getting the nice shoe marks on here to break it in. For the tops, we've decided to go with a little bit of a smoother finish. So we're going with a nice rubberized base there, so it's a little bit easier on your hands while maintaining your grip on there as well. I mean, this one here for myself, like hitting the concrete, is definitely something I want to build up to. But the fact now it's already been done on the first day is amazing. This was an absolutely massive Kong precision. So that was really cool to see done. Also people attempting, the stride into the big arm jumps at that wall. That's a 13-foot gap in there. That is absolutely massive and super cool to see people actually go for that on day 1. So looking forward to stage here in the physical space. There's going to be more coming in these next, should be about 2-3 weeks for the last few shipments to get in, hopefully. So it'll be super cool to see the space fill in even more. There's so much that's obviously like already going on in here in this space that we can do. And it's just gonna get better from here, really.
Yes, we do have a rough opening. I've been putting the schedules together for April. Sometimes there is setbacks, and we understand that. So maybe also mid-April.
However, with any new business and development, there are so many aspects, so many things still up in the air that's dependent on the city, for example, with permits. That could fluctuate. So our goal is mid-April to be opening for classes. So as you can see, we are in the space, say about partially finished. Can do a lot in here, but we are still expecting a lot of our spring floor, the rubber flooring in here, our crash mats. And unfortunately, we have hit a delay, processing, shipping delays on there. So we wanted these ideally here in the next, basically 2 weeks, but it's probably gonna be about 4, maybe even 5 more weeks. So this is making us having to push our start timeline from around the start of May to closer to the end. And then hopefully that's basically the last delay we experience here. There's been a lot of delays on the way, so hopefully this is it and we'll be good to go.